Hello, bright and shiny beacons of light. I'm Michael Sandler, your host on Inspire Nation, along with Roo, the Wonder Rooster, who has decided to join us here this evening. We are going to talk about messages from the angels, how to know you're all right, what's going on according to the angels. We're going to look at how to get what the angels call tumblers to fall into place, and what angels' wings, or why angels have wings, and what it means for you. So fasten your seat, so to speak. We are in for a very special ride here tonight, along with a beautiful guided meditation at the end. All my love goes out to Kiki, who's here tonight. All my love goes out to everyone. I'm very interested with Rue. Has a little bit of a different setup here tonight. He has his house, which he is on top of, and he has the couch. So he's got like lots of space to flap his angel wings and play with tonight. So before we dive right into things, this is a show tonight about understanding how we're all right. And I wanted to start with talking about why I have a broken wrist and a broken pelvis, or why I'm healing from these things. But I'll get to that in a minute. Or I wanted to share a story about it, because tonight I had a more dramatic, immediate example of you're all right, the angels have your back. So, a few hours, as you're probably familiar, my wife and I, more my wife than me, are pregnant with identical baby twin girls. How does it get any better than this? Tomorrow is our 16-week ultrasound. I'm nervous. I've got butterflies, because a long time ago in a distant galaxy, we had like at week 6 or 7, 3 miscarriages. We're way beyond that, but I still get a little bit nervous. And so I certainly go to the angels about it. But she's just coming out. My wife is Jessica. To me, I call her Pookie. Um, she is just coming out of 16 weeks of nausea. You're not going to jump from there, Rue, are you? And and so she goes from um, a little bit fatigued and a lot of bit nauseous to boom, super hungry, just like this. And so I ordered her a couple meals tonight to try to be sure I could sit down, be grounded, and be ready to talk with you about the angels and the message they have to share. And the first meal went through DoorDash, no problem. Second meal, I couldn't, for whatever reason, go through DoorDash. And I'm there trying to type with his hand, which I'm finally getting the fingers to move, but was a bit of a challenge. Got the order placed, and then no confirmation, and then no confirmation. And then we found an email that turned out to be an old email saying it would be here in an hour, and then nothing, and then crickets. And then I called the store, and they're like, oh, your driver picked it up over an hour ago. And then Jessica checks and finds online. She's like, it went to the wrong address. And we're like, oh no. And we call the store and we're not sure what to do about it. And I have this in less than an hour. And I think she suggested I go check out this wrong address. And so I hop in the car, because I'm going to be a hero for her, and I'm going to make sure she has food. And I get in the car and I'm driving down the road in the dark, no idea where I'm going, thankfully for GPS. And I'm going, angels, guides, and light workers, Archangel Michael, Archangel Gabriel, Archangel Raphael, Archangel Uriel, please may the food be on the doorstep for me. Please may the food be there. And I hear in my head, it's gonna be all right. And so I'm driving down the road, and round a bend, these strange U-turns they have over major highways here in New Jersey. And I get to the address, number 8 of this road, and it's not there. And I get out my flashlight and phone, and I'm walking around the back. I'm walking around everywhere. It's clear nobody lives here or is there, because there's all this mail stuffed in the mailbox. Understand, I have a few fractures in the pelvis that are coming along well, and I've got this. So I'm like hopping along. Gotta feed the Pookie. I must feed the Pookie. And I get back out front and I see down the road a business that says 28, and the wrong address was for an 8, but I see 28 of this road. And I'm like, I'm gonna go for it. I get out in front. I'm looking around with the flashlight. I found the food. I found it. And so I'm trying with one hand that's supposed to be able to carry things. I've got things in both hands to make it back to the car and get here. We're all going through this in life. We're all experiencing this silly navigation of am I going to be all right? What happened to my food? And the best thing we can do, sorry, it was right before this. I'm like, am I daring enough to go out and rescue the Pookie's food before this? And you can hear, or you can hear in my head, of course I'm going to feed the pregnant woman, the pregnant wifey before the show. We're all experiencing this. And we get to go to the angels. There is no point, none at all, zero zippo, fini, to try and go it on your own. Will the food be there? Who knows? Does it matter? Well, I had already been in touch with the store. I was trying to figure out, they said it's too late to get one there for the evening. So yeah, it matters. But here's the thing. You're going to be taken care of. If you go to the angels, and that's what we're talking about, I'm kind of jumping ahead. There is a resonance, there is a frequency. You can call it the frequency of love, but there is a frequency of going to the angels, which will make everything all right. It's not just that you're going to get your food. I'm not trying to give a big shout out to Pliables, but thank you, Pliables. It's not just that you're going to get your food or be able to feed your pregnant wife or whomever, but it's lighter. It's easier. It's more fun. I'm going down the road, and sure, my old wounds of you did it again, Michael. Are wanting to go da, but it's perfect because you're not alone in this game. You've got your angels by your side. So now let's bring it to let's bring it to a month ago, 1 month, 3 days ago, Jessica's birthday to be exact. Oh, make sure that I tell you tonight, because we're moving to New Hampshire, Vermont. So anybody in New Hampshire, Vermont, we want to talk to you tonight because we're going to be going to the Dartmouth Hitchcock Medical Center up there. And we're looking for the most amazing place to rent up there, something palatial, something with space, something for room. So we want to talk to you a little bit later. But with that said, 1 month, 3 days ago, it's Jessica's birthday. Riding down the road on my bicycle. No, that's the Wicked Witch. But I'm riding down the road on the bicycle when a vehicle decides to accelerate and take a right-hand turn right into me. I'm not making light of this. I am so incredibly lucky to be alive. I am so incredibly lucky to be okay. Yes, this had a reconstructive surgery. Yes, a few fractures in the pelvis. Yes. Wow, awesome, cool, great, that things aren't any worse than they are. This is awesome. These are fixable. These are great. So here's the big deal that has to do with the angels and with yourself. I'm in the ambulance. I wake up from, I don't know if you call it I don't think coma. You get knocked out. Is that called a coma? I don't think so. That just means knocked out. So I wake up from being knocked out. And, I'm coming to, everything is a blur. It almost feels like a dream, what happened, more like a nightmare. All I just kept on replaying in my head is, to me, what sounded like a violent sound of accelerator next to me and then slam into me. And I'm just hearing this and seeing it and hearing it and seeing it. What do I do? Well, you may have been here on the shows that took place after that. I don't go too poor. I'm gonna cry now. I've been crying so much since then. Jessica's picking on me. She's saying, "You're not the pregnant one." But it's just my heart. And I went to the frequency of the angels. And yes, definitely concussion or something. But yes, I go to the frequency of the angels. And I immediately go to thank you, angels, thank you, guides, thank you, angels, thank you, guides. And I feel myself running energy up through the top of my head, back down all the way to my feet, back up through the top of my head, back down all the way through my feet. And I start cycling and playing with energy while I'm talking with the angels. So I'm giving thanks to the angels. And I mean, I'm not like, I'm not fan of this term, but I don't know a better one. This isn't lip service. This isn't me like placating the angels. I'm like, I can wiggle fingers and toes. Life is good. I'm alive. Life is good. I'm going to get to go home and see Jessica soon enough. And our baby's on the way. Life is good. But by plugging into the angels, if you take away nothing else from tonight, if you remember, when you plug into the angels, it's raising your vibratory state. So it's kind of cool. These are like angel wings here. It's raising your vibratory state when you go to the angels. So I'm literally helping myself to heal. I mean, I'm still, I mean, I'm a Recus Maximus. It was going to be another hour or so before I actually hit Shockamus. But that's, what was that be from Roadrunner and the Coyote? Please forgive me. I'm making light. It was serious. But in those serious moments, you get to make light as much as you can by going to your angels and guides. And so I went to the angels and guides, and I kept hearing one message loud and clear. Everything's all right. You're gonna be okay. You're exactly on path where you're supposed to be. How crazy is that? You're exactly on path, right, Rue? Just where you're supposed to be. So I can go through my head and go, how the heck did a car just whale me? Isn't that like the opposite of being on path? I got struck hard. How can that be on path? Angels want you to know that there is a bigger picture to life going on than meets the eye, that life isn't about this narrow bandwidth of you right here in your chair. Life isn't even about the larger bandwidth, about you, your family, your kids, your parents, your friends, your job. Life is about life. What does that mean, Michael? Life is about life. It means you are an eternal being having a human existence, playing a role for some incredible learnings and growth. A lot of which in human form, I don't know that this always has to be this way. I don't believe so. In human form, take the vehicle of pain. Pain in the pain body is an incredible teaching tool and vehicle for us. Incredible vehicle, bar none. If you go back and you watch my videos from, okay, December would be November 10th, so maybe November 8th or 7th when I had a YouTube event, and you look at it versus now. Now, granted, I'm a little bit scruffier now, and I don't actually know what the scars and stuff are under here. I'm assuming I'm all right. What you'll see, though, is a very different person. I was still Michael. This wasn't a near-death experience. Profound, life-changing, heart-opening even further. But we learn through these, I can't believe I'm going to say it, pinnacle moments. We like to think of a pinnacle moment as you've just climbed a mountain. Woohoo! You've just had a baby. Woohoo! You've just gotten married. Woohoo! Or gotten a job or raise or woohoo! A pinnacle moment means a moment of greatest energy. And it is energy that helps us to pivot, to shift, and to grow. And these pinnacle moments often come with pain. They come with discomfort. Why? Because there's a lot of energy moving through us. I was fortunate and blessed enough to remember this very teaching here. That's why I'm helping you with this tonight. That I immediately sensed there is this incredible energy in me. Yeah, you've been hit by an SUV, man. There's a lot of energy in you. What, 2-3 tons just struck you? How much energy is flowing through you? And I went and gave it up, cycled it, gave it to the angels, and got in resonance and frequency with the angels. Heard that I'm on path and was given again the big picture. What's the big picture? Everything is here to serve you. Nothing is bad in the eternity of your existence. Now, let me be very clear. And I mentioned her name earlier. I won't again in case she didn't want to share it with everybody. But at least one person here tonight lost their husband recently to COVID. I am in no way, and I send all my love, I am in no way making light of loss at all. Loss is loss. Loss is tragic. Loss is horrific. However, in the eternal scheme of things, we will see our loved ones again. I've been on the other side. I don't know for how long, but I've been on the other side. Had 2 near-death experiences. This wasn't one of them. But I know we're eternal. I just know it. We will see our loved ones again, and we are all playing a role this lifetime for our individual evolution and our collective evolution. Things here matter. They matter big time. So first off, the angels want me to tell you, everything's going to be all right with the world. The world is going to be fine. Humanity has and will make some very positive, powerful choices. So at the moment, it feels like, we're going off the edge of the cliff. We're not. Nothing can be further from the truth. But old power systems fight to hold on really hard when things are coming off the rails. And on all levels, things are coming off the rails like an electron shaking at a very high level till it hits a next level or an energy state. So the angels want you to know everything's going to be all right. Everything's going to be great. And at the same time, you can take action. It all matters. Not action as in operating out of a state of fear. Because really what we're talking about tonight is about how do we raise our energy up. In the ambulance, I could have gone to, there's no level, there's no floor to the level of depression and despair I could have gone to. I mean, I really could have put myself through the floor. This is your wife's birthday. You just blew it. You're going to scare her. Who knows if you're going to heal? What's going to happen? And on it goes. That energy helps no one and nothing. However, if instead, I don't know if I could get to the energy of, woohoo, I've just been hit by an SUV. I guess I've got some work to do there. And more in the state of what happened. That's all that kept on going on in there. And so I just kept on circulating the energy of the angels. But I heard we're on path, and I had a very clear understanding that if we think of the infinitude of our lifetimes, then nothing bad can happen. It's all here to serve us. So when you sync up with the angels, and when you sync up to the energy of the angels, you can do this through prayer. You can do this certainly through automatic writing. You can do it by putting your hand on your heart, calling in the angels. Any of these ways, what you're doing is you're raising your vibration up. You're discharging, gifting to the angels all of the excess energy that neither you nor I has the ability to handle. How can I handle the energy of 2 or 3 tons that was just gifted to me at, I don't know, 35, 40 miles an hour? Not me, I was just going on a bicycle, but that I give you, angels, that energy. And what happens as we gift that energy to the angels bring us to a higher plane, to a higher room, to a higher level from which we can see the world anew. And you hear, it's gonna be all right. Because you have this higher perspective. It's gonna be all right. Everything is okay. Now, Everything is Okay, which is really the title of this show, is about something far more profound than those 2 little letters stand for. Because when you get that higher level perspective of everything's going to be okay, what you get is tumblers, kind of metal pieces behind a lock, or behind, you put your key in, you turn it, tumblers fall into place. You put your dial on a little lock, tumblers fall into place. You turn a lock like the ones in the movies that they go to pick, tumblers fall into place. And when you go to the angels and go to that higher level, 2 tumblers fall clearly into place. And the angels would say, this is the most profound lesson for tonight. A tumbler of peace and understanding falls into place. For when you go to the angels, it's as if they suck your consciousness out from here down at this physical plane, and they take you up here so that you can look down. Hey, what's going on around here? You can look down on the world, look down on your life, and gain a better understanding of what's going on. And a tumbler of resonance falls into place as well. And it's that tumbler of resonance that I want to talk with you here about now. Resonance means that you get in harmony with something. We've all been in the room where somebody comes in, cool guy, cool girl, somebody, power play or something, and the whole room just kind of lights up. Everything feels good. You just got in resonance with them. We've all been in a room where somebody came in as if chalk, our nails, just went down the blackboard. And you go, you just got in resonance. We'll also call that discordance with their frequency as well. So when we go to the angels, what we're talking about is energy, frequency, and resonance. The game of connecting with the angels is getting to an energetic frequency. In essence, being in the field of the angels, and in this talk tonight, you are in the field of the angels because I'm speaking for them. I'm speaking through them. No, they're speaking through me. So there's an energy transmission taking place here. And certainly when you're in prayer, when you're in automatic writing, when you're in nature talking to the angels, you are in resonance with them. They are transmitting energy to you. And they want you to understand when you go to the angels, there is powerful energy being transmitted to you, because they would say everything is an energetic transmission. Everything is prayer, and everything holds energy. Everything's a transmission. Everything is prayer. Everything holds energy. And this is the first time I've ever tapped my fingers like that in the last 5 weeks. How does it get any better than this? What does that mean? Well, it means my fingers are coming along. But more importantly, it means that the more that you plug into your angels, the more energy comes back to help you. It also means that you begin to understand when you understand that everything is angels, that your thoughts, that your actions, that your prayers, that all of this and all of your discussions in particular with the angels matter. This is where I get to do an even better job. So I'm not coming to you tonight saying, I am perfect. Please, dear, change the channel. If you ever hear me say I am perfect, I don't know, click the unsubscribe button. Right now, I say click the subscribe button and share with everybody you know, because this is very valuable information for people. So share. But where I am challenged is one of my wounds going back to childhood is clutter and screw up. Couldn't get things in order, felt I screwed things up. And so now our lives, I've got, one arm, one leg, and I've got Jessica, and I'm trying to take care of everything. And I can't always keep up. And my mind wants to go to you blew it. You couldn't keep up. You're not being very professional. What if people saw you now? What if people saw how you were taking care of things or not taking care of things? How would they feel about you? Wow. Exactly, Rue. Let's get to a positive energy. I get to watch my energy. Watch what I say and bring it back to the angels with everything that I've got. Because every thought is a prayer. Every thought will bring my energy up and make me more capable, more like this rising phoenix or like Superman, or everything can bring me down. Personally, I feel it would be a lot easier to do things if things are bringing me up. So either I go to the angels for help, I pray to the angels, I certainly watch my language, watch my actions, but I can also, might be a new one to you, have a talk with my angels. Angels, guides, I feel really crappy. I'm looking all around me. There are all these bags that get to go out with recycling. There are all these boxes I haven't kept up with. Help me so that I'm not upset with myself or feel I'm not doing a good enough job. I am feeding the wifey with everything that I've got. Help me here. And then I listen. Listening is a net that captures the energy that your angels are sending to you. If we keep going, help me, that's the energy of desperation. There's a time and a place for it. But help me. If I drove down the road going, help me, and didn't plug in on the GPS where I thought I should go, if I didn't get there and go, and I'm just going, help me, and I didn't look around and pause and decide that limping on down the road might be the best way to find my pliables, I wouldn't have found them. But instead, I paused, listened, and allowed the energy to come to me. Your discussions with the angels matter, and they matter exquisitely. These discussions aren't small, they aren't meaningless. Every discussion you have with an angel is a string that you cast out between you, the angel, and source, and everything else. If you want something to take place, you cast out these strings, let them attach to another thing, until they come back to you. We're talking sacred geometry here. And they come back to you amplified. Your voice casts strings. Your mind casts strings. Your heart casts strings. So we really want to send out the highest vibration strings we possibly can. So we speak with the angels. We listen because we're casting out string after string, the highest level string we can. We listen to capture the energy. And we treat these conversations as sacred. So now an interesting question when we talk about casting strings, interesting question comes up. Is this the same as casting a net? In a sense, yes, you're catching energy, but a sense not at all, because a net is random. And what we're doing is casting a net of frequency. In a sense, that helps us get the answer we desire or what we desire, not in the law of attraction, thoughts or things, I put my hand on the steering wheel kind of way, but in the changing my resonant frequency to vibrate with the answers, or with the angels, so that the answer that is for my highest good and the highest good of all can come about. So the answer, you'll hear me saying this a lot, for my highest good and the highest good of all can coming about. So, bringing it full circle, we're going to bring it full circle a couple times here tonight. When you go to the angels and you ask, am I all right? And the angels cast over you a feeling. You could do that right now. Am I all right? And I get kind of goosebumps, feather bump, like chills. I'm looking to see. Usually I have a beautiful roof feather on me here. Rue is always carrying angel feathers with him. I love it. Am I all right? And you feel, whoo, and you feel it down your arms or you feel it down your spine. But you pause and feel it for the moment. Am I all right? The angels are giving you a sign or a feeling that is saying, yes, dear one, you're okay. The more that you recognize that feeling, you get in a feedback loop of goodness. Am I okay? Yes, you're okay. I feel I'm okay. I feel I'm going to be okay. You may feel like everything is doomed and at the same time feels like it's going to be okay. That's the angels at work. The angels aren't saying, Michael, you didn't just have your pelvis broken in a couple places and have your wrist smooshed. They're not saying that at all. What they're saying is, it's okay. It's okay. It's okay. The more that I latch on to that frequency of it's okay. I want to cry. The more that you latch on to the frequency of it's okay, the more that frequency by design is amplified. The more that you latch onto the frequency, by design, it is amplified. What does that mean? It means that the more that you feel everything's going to be okay, the more your frequency goes up for everything to be okay. Now, let me address something really, really important here. The reverse is not true. Everything in the universe, on some level, is good or even better. On some level. because it's all teaching tools. So I don't want you to walk away with the idea I wasn't able to raise my vibration up because I didn't believe that everything was going to be okay. I didn't believe in what I was hearing. And so everything's going to fall apart. Angels help you amplify your vibration to the highest frequency possible. If your frequency is at 10, they help you get to 100 or to get to 1,000. If your frequency is only at 1, it may get you to 10. It's not going to take you in the other direction. It's always a multiplication, not a taking away from. Again, let me state this. Let's say that angels amplify your frequency times 10. We're going to use that number for simplicity. And you have a frequency, woohoo, of 10. And you believe something good can come out of this. 10 times 10 equals 100. You've just 10 times your energy. Woohoo. But let's say you couldn't be there. Let's say your heart was too heavy. Let's say you didn't have that much trust or belief or faith. And your energy is only at 1. 1 times 10 is 10. You still 10 times your energy. It's just not nearly as much as 10 to 100. So I don't want you to get down on yourself for getting down on yourself. What we do want to do is work on having faith and trust in the angels. Because with faith and trust in the angels, they can move mountains for you. Not just metaphorically, but literally. They can move mountains to get you where you want to go. So, in essence, one of our greatest jobs is in the moment of greatest weakness, the moment of greatest trial and tribulation. That when you hear everything might even be okay, that you have faith and have trust. And the greatest faith is putting it out there without knowing the answer, but it's saying, okay, they're angels, they're guides, they're all here to help me. I don't know how, I don't know what this will look like, but I'm going to choose to believe that I'll be taken care of. This decision or choice, and I'm having a discussion in my head and with the angels right now, isn't this blind faith? And they're telling me no, and I believe they'll explain why in a little bit. This decision or choice raises your frequency up. And they're saying it's not blind faith because of the energy involved and that people can feel the energy. The more you put it out there, the more that your energy goes up. The more your energy goes up, the easier it is to help you. So the more that you believe you will be supported, the more that your angels can abide and love and support you. A real world example of this, I'm not a big fan of surgery. I've had surgery more times than I care to admit because I've had a few challenging life situations. I think the number may be 17 or 18 different operations. You don't actually get comfortable with surgery. You can get resigned to, okay, is what it is. I'm there before surgery with the said smooshed wrist. And I'm a little nervous. And the doctor comes in and I have to give him a pep talk. Because I want him to know this is going to go together great, awesome, amazing. And I know it will, because in the hospital in the first few days, surgery got canceled several times when I was supposed to have a trauma specialist do my wrist, reconstruct my wrist. And I'm convinced the reason it kind of fell through the cracks is the best way to put it. It was weird. Like scheduled for surgery and then off of the list. Then the next day scheduled for surgery, and at 5:20, I'm told surgery was scheduled for 5 o'clock. They'll be taking you in shortly. And then we don't have you on the list anymore. Gone. It was so that a hand specialist could be shown my x-ray or MRI and step in and go, this guy really needs a specialist on it. So all these weird and wacky things happened to get me to the right person. So here I am before surgery, and I have to give it to the angels, have faith and have trust that the highest level outcome is going to come out of this. And by doing that, I can literally shift the energy in the room. I can shift the energy for myself. I can shift the energy for the doctor. I can shift the energy for everyone. You can do the exact same thing. You can entirely shift all of the energy around you by going and coupling to something at a higher state, coupled to the angels. Imagine that you have a, I don't even know what you call those things. Spider-Man has it. Others have it. A grappling hook there. And you throw the thing up. Maybe Spider doesn't even need a grappling hook, but some of the other superheroes do. Grappling hook, hook it up to the line of the angels. And then I'm like, well, don't hit the angels. But you get the idea. And then pull yourself up to the angels. Latch onto that highest frequency. Real world example of where we're at right now. And we're going to go through a little bit more of this, and then we're going to open it up to questions in about 10 minutes or so, 10, 15 minutes. Then we're going to do a meditation. So you're going to want to hang around for that. All right. It took us about a month's time to find the right place that we feel exceptionally comfortable at delivering identical baby twins. And I use the word identical because you can look it up online. There's a term for it called monodi twins. It means one amniotic sac, two placentas. And they consider it a little bit more challenging. I don't believe it is, but they consider it, whoever they is, a little bit more challenging of a birthing situation. So there are places that won't help in these situations or won't deliver monodi twins. Doulas and midwives tend to be out of the equation, and you're in more of a medicalized world, for better or not. It could be for amazingness. So we're looking around for the right place. And there is one main criteria above and beyond everything else that will help us determine where to deliver our mono di. I call them identical baby girls, Hana and Miracle at the moment, where we deliver them. And that is energy. What feels right? And so we go to our angels and guides and we ask, where does the right place feel, or what place feels right to us? And we call around, and we thought it was going to be in Florida, and I'm making all these calls and I'm having no inroads. Speak with my sister who's in New England. She suggests we look in the New Hampshire and Vermont area. I get really excited about Vermont. There's some definite resonance there. Still can't find the place. Speak with the hospital, UVM, which has the only NICU, intensive care unit. Native. Oh my gosh, my mind is escaping me right now. Natal intensive care unit. Is that the right term? Something to that effect. And it's silly that that's escaping my mind, but that's where I'm at. Natal intensive care unit, I believe, is what it is. We call there, and UVM says there are 10 different doctors who you would work with. You may see some of them before you give birth, and who you see on the day of birth depends on who's on call. So it's quite possible your baby will be delivered by a doctor you've never met before. That did not feel right. Remember, angels are all about frequency and vibration. So you check in with your angels and you ask, how does this feel? Well, that doesn't feel right at all. In fact, I called again today to confirm that was the case, and my heart's going confirming it didn't feel right. So I go, but that's the only hospital in the area. And then I remember there's one right across the border in New Hampshire, the Dartmouth Hitchcock Medical Center. I call them and I speak with the head. Well, I don't know about head. I speak with the woman who was nice enough to pick up the phone from the we'll call it baby delivery department. And I'm speaking to her. I'm not quite hearing much specifics. Like I'm not feeling resonance. I'm not feeling a lack of resonance. I'm not really getting clarity on anything. And I said, she goes, so how does that sound to you? And I said, honestly, I said, I'm just as confused as before. And she said, well, let me put it to you a different way, or there wasn't exact words. She said, let me share my story. She said, 6 years ago, my daughter came in here to have twins delivered. And she said, oh, and Francine, thank you so much for your kind donation. Thank you so much, Francine. How does it get any better than this? How does it get any better than this? Thank you so much, Francine. So she says, 6 years ago, my daughter came in here to have baby twins delivered. And she went to have them delivered. And baby A, they call it baby A and baby B. Baby A was delivered without a C-section, no problem. And both both babies were pointed down. Neither one was breech. And so baby A was delivered, no problem. And then baby B turned around and went breech. And she said, you've never seen 20 doctors come running in so quickly. All of them with the same goal. And they all worked to turn that baby and to deliver her safely. And the baby was delivered safely without a C-section. And it's not a matter of you C-section versus no C-section. Of course, everybody wants to do it. Well, I believe you want to do it the best you can for the babies. You want to do it the best you can for the mama. But that story struck a chord in me. It was just the right story of what I wanted to hear. Because there are parts of the country where you just go straight for C-section. There are parts of the country where, because of the money involved, you just schedule C-section or the inconvenience. New Jersey happens to be number 2 behind Louisiana for top C-section rate in the country. Florida is very close behind. Vermont and New Hampshire on the other side of things. They did everything in their power. But more importantly than that, I heard a story that brought me to tears. And I was bawling on the phone while speaking with her. And I'm going, thank you, angels. Thank you, angels. Thank you, angels. Because of the energy I was getting in that phone call. When we plug into the angels, what we're doing is we're getting this giant, seashell here from which to hear and feel the energy that's all around us and gain clarity. And I got off the call. Jessica already knew what I was going to say. And it's very clear we're going to Hitchcock, Dartmouth on the New Hampshire-Vermont border. Now, with that said, I mentioned earlier, if you're on the New Hampshire-Vermont border, we could use your help. Because we don't want to buy a house just yet because we have no idea if we want to live there or not. But we want to rent a palatial home, farm home, at least 5 acres. So Rue is good so that we can bring in additional help, so we can bring in friends and family. Because it takes a village, quite literally, limiting belief, but I believe it takes a village to deliver and take care of twins. Takes a little bit of work, takes a little bit of assistance. So we're looking for that most amazing home to rent, and we don't see it online. Or maybe there was one. We've got a call in. We're waiting to hear back whether it's already been rented or not. It might be the right place. Who knows? Bringing it back to the angels. So if you're in New Hampshire and Vermont and you know someone who knows someone who knows someone, we'd love to know. Last year, we ended up in the most amazing retreat center in California because someone knew someone who knew someone who knew someone as we were RVing around. So, how confident am I that the right place will appear? 100%. How confident am I that I can figure this out and use my mind to find the right place for us? 0%. Michael, you're 100% confident the right place is going to appear. Yeah, and you're 0% confident that you will figure it out with your thinking mind. Yeah, that's right. What do you mean? I mean, I have offloaded this to the angels. That's what I want you to do. This isn't my game to try and figure it out. No places show. The right place will appear. If it's meant to be, the right place or someplace better will absolutely appear. I am sure of it. But I get to give it to the angels, the ones who will not only say it's going to be okay, but will help it to be okay. This is a belief and trust game. The angels say that as humans, we are stuck in a vicious cycle of negativity, of I will believe it when I see it. I think there's almost no more damaging phrase in the English language than I will believe it when I see it. Because what you're doing is closing doors. You're shutting them all down. You're going, there's no such thing as energy. There's no such thing as frequency. There's no such thing as goodness or greatness or the angels. I will believe it when I see it. And it's not going to happen. Why? Because when you walk around like this, you can't see anything. But if I believe it, and then I'll see it, meaning I'll see it when I believe it. The most amazing place is going to appear to us. The most amazing place for our three kitties, for Rue, for space, for the in-laws, for help, for Aya. Flying over from the Philippines. How does it get any better than this? Our sister in the Philippines. How does it all come together? You get in frequency with the angels. That's what this is about. Get in frequency with the higher level beings who want to help you with everything that they've got. It's an exercise of replacing fear with faith. I can be afraid going, oh God, how are we going to move? Where are we going to go? What am I going to do? How are we going to find our way through this? That is the energy of boom. This heaviness that we are all feeling and experiencing, particularly if we turn on social media or the news today. That is that energy. Boom. If instead we go to an energy of, I know this is going to work out. I know things are going to change. I know I'm going to be swimming better than ever before with this thing stronger than ever before. And maybe, I think it's titanium. I hope it's titanium. It's kind of cool. Maybe the titanium in here is going to help me be an even more powerful swimmer. Woohoo! Powerful push-ups, powerful pull-ups. If I have that faith that'll move mountains, then I will. And that faith does not come from me. The faith comes from simply believing there's something greater than myself, believing in that there are angels, believing that the angels can help me, and giving it to them to get the job done. Your job is simply to have the faith and belief that your energy can go up, and then gifting it to a higher power, gifting it to a higher being, because angels are about guidance and amplification. You and I aren't the amplifier. We put out the initial message. Let them do the amplification work for us. Why would we do the heavy lifting? I'm in the ambulance and I'm going, I'm going to have to do this all myself. I'm going to have to figure this all out. I'm going to have to heal all by myself. I'm going to have to get through surgery. I'm going to have to, oh my God. Whew, that's a lot of work. Thank you, angels. Thank you, guides. You're going to be okay, Michael. Woohoo! What I'm talking about is the lifting force of the wings of angels. Have you ever heard the expression on a wing and a prayer? On a wing and a prayer. It is real. Absolutely, positively real. On a wing and a prayer. You give it to your angels. They have the wings to carry your dreams, your beliefs, your desires upwards to a higher realm, to a higher frequency. On a wing and a prayer. That's what everything is about. This is all by design. So our job right now is to put our prayers out there, to talk and communicate with the angels, to let them do the heavy lifting. And when you hear everything is going to be all right, thank you. Give them more of it. Understand everything is on purpose. Everything is on path. Everything is a sacred teaching tool. Not always easy. But don't take it on all alone. Bring it to a wing and a prayer, and that will change everything. So with that said, I want to open it up to questions. And again, Francine, thank you so much for your kind donation. Madam Tara, the hoodie, there is a link down below. I haven't mentioned it since last year, I don't believe, but there is a link right down below, I believe, where you can find all sorts of Inspire Nation goodness. And it's like a week or two before Christmas. So I decided I would share it with people. So this is Inspire Nation. And I think on the back of the hoodie, it says Inspire Nation as well. So there's a bunch of Inspire Nation gear. At some point in the future, we're going to have quotes and stuff on some gear as well. But you can find that, I think right down below the video is a place that you can order Inspire Nation gear. And I've been going around recently going, I want to wear something different. I want to wear something high vibration. And it occurred to me, well, I could wear the stuff that I got last year that was Inspire Nation. Oh, yeah. So, because everything is about raising our vibration up. Everything. Kathy Murphy, what? Another great story to add to your playbook. So many you do have. Fun. It always does work out. Yes, it always, always, always does work out, Kathy. It always works out. Whatever that means, it will work out. Right, Rue? I know. It does. That guy was left on the side of the road at 5 months of age after sunset on a road where he wouldn't have been around anymore. And I wonder if he knew that we'd be rounding the bend as he's trying to walk across the road on this kind of mountain highway at dusk. And that we'd be bringing him to his new home and we'd have an amazing life together. It always works out. I know. Oh, you're frisky right now. You're frisky. I know, it's bedtime, huh? We'll go to bed shortly. We will go to bed shortly, good boy. All right. Mandy says that she messaged me on Facebook. Hello@inspirenation.com. I believe it's hello@inspirenation.com. Aya may correct me on that. It's hello@inspirenation or hello@inspirenationshow.com. It's probably the best way to get a hold of me. I cannot keep up with Facebook. So trying to get a hold of me on Facebook is usually a not so great way to go. Very difficult to catch me there. Elsa, I'm trying to understand fear because I buried mine so deep I grew numb. So Elsa, if you're trying to understand fear, let's not try to understand fear, Elsa. Yes, you can lean into fear. Yes, you can learn from fear. But why don't you ask the angels to help soften and melt your heart, Elsa, and help make it safe for your heart to open up again? Then once you have more safety and security, now we can start playing with fear. But why play with fear now? Why not start to get to a warm, loving place? That's where you want to play the game, Elsa. So that's where I would start. Maria, do you know if I have a master guide? Yes, all of us have a master guide. If I do, should I address my prayer to this master guide first? Not necessary. Cool thing to do, but not necessary. Can I go to my angels and guides according to nature of my desires? Yes, yes, yes. We have a master guide, controls this whole boardroom of angels and guides, and says, why don't you step forward, Michael? Why don't you step forward? Why don't you step forward? But we don't need to go to our master guide. And if we do go, we don't need to address them by name. We can simply, with all of our angels and guides, we can simply go. Rue's getting a little nervous, so I got to see if I might need to get him down in a minute here. Just go to your angels and guides and say, whomever can help me with this, please step forward. Rue, do you need a hand there? Do you need down, good boy? Are you doing all right? Or do you need to go to bed now? It's well past his bedtime. So the sounds you're hearing are a vocalization of, I'm a little bit nervous right now. Are you okay, good boy? Let me see if I can give him a little treat, which may or may not help it. You want a little bit of a treat? Is that good? Is that good, good boy? Oh, yeah. Made in Vermont, organic granola. He loves it. No sugar, no oil, no anything. And he loves it. All right. Margaret Anime. My soon-to-be ex-narcissistic husband just tried to kill himself on Thursday night, reached out to me, but I didn't know. He posted a goodbye message to me over email telling me, you win, I'm taking my life tonight, Margaret. And I found out yesterday. Whew. Michael, you've helped me and saved me. Margaret, it's not you. It's not about you. It didn't come from you. These are not your responsibilities. None of us has the power to make anyone do anything of the sort. This is someone who has reached the end of his ability to pull the strings of your life, trying to pull one last string. I am so sorry for this situation, but my recommendation is you give this to the angels with everything that you've got. And then you may need to get some professional assistance, certainly EFT tapping, things like emotion code. We need to help get you both clear of a lot of the wounds that have clearly been caused from this relationship. And really, we need to get some professional string cutting done so the attachments that are there are taken away. I'd go to the angels first. This is a great place to start. But Margaret, I would not go this alone. And then I would certainly get the book from Dr. Christian Northrup on energy vampires. I think that could be incredibly helpful for you. And Margaret, I send you so much love, and keep on doing your automatic writing. Crafty Garden. I wonder if Michael knows of John of New. I don't know of John of New. I'd be interested in hearing. I would really enjoy seeing Michael interview John of New. There's something about him that's easy to listen to, draws you in. He's on YouTube. Said he lived a past life as a disciple. I will look him up, Crafty Garden. Soul Spa. Hi, Soul Spa. Can you please send this question to Michael? Michael, can you please tune in and give me any guidance of what the angels want me to know? Going through stuff. Soul Spa, you operate on a much higher level than you believe. You're not. I heard this too this year, Soul Spa. So bear with me. You're not FOS. You've got this. So Soul Spa, you get to believe in yourself, believe in your power, believe in who and what you truly are, and allow yourself to lean into the wounds. As Rumi says, for you in particular, Soul Spa, this is where the light shines through. Don't push away the wounds. Don't say, I'll get to the wounds when. And don't say, certainly, I am healed from the wounds. I told that when I met Jessica. She ran the other direction, but instead recognized the gifts for what they are. And because of the vein of work, because of where you're at, you're a teacher. You get to lean into them on the highest level. But again, put that grappling hook, put that anchor where it belongs, connected to the angels, and allow them to do the heavy lifting for you. Let's see, Margaret Ann. It's going to be very hard on you. Do you have a support group? Maybe this one. I don't know. I'm not sure if that's referring to the earlier things, Margaret Ann. In general, surround yourself with the highest frequency people you can. Be wary of the statement, you are a product of your 5 closest friends and they are 5 closest friends. This is something from Silicon Valley that I believe can be very harmful taken out of context, because it means that we start chopping off friends because we start rating people. Rating people is dangerous. What's much better is, who are the most heart-centered people I can surround myself with? Who makes me feel good? Who makes me feel great? Who brings my vibration up? Certainly, every Wednesday we have the Michael School of Mystics, which is a great way online to raise your vibration. Every Monday we have this to raise your vibration. Look for groups like that. Big groups like ours, smaller intimate groups, maybe in-person groups if you feel comfortable with that, but follow and sniff out that resonant and frequency and alignment. Comment from Crafty Garden, you must visit Dan and Wits in Norwich, Vermont. Lovely, very old company store. I just tripped across, I thought it might be this granola. I just tripped across that name today. So that's very cool. Check out off-campus housing of Dartmouth in case professors on sabbatical leave their homes for rent. Cool. Maybe one lives on a farm. I will check that out, Harriet. Can we send prayers to all those impacted by the tornado? Yes, we can certainly do that in the meditation. So let's double back around that in a little bit. Mary, I love you, Mary. What does it mean when the angels are quiet? Breathe into the sweetness of the silence. There are always words in the silence. I printed a book, created a book. I don't know what the term is for it. Brought it to the publishing house, but never went through with it. Didn't find the right printer for it. For a photo and quotes book years ago called Silence Speaks. I want to get that out eventually. Beautiful book. Silence Speaks. Mary, there is a profundity. There is a profoundness in the silent. So when your angels are quiet, give them love, send them love, and simply be with the silence without judgment. It's sort of like having a loved one by your side and not needing to even speak words. Just be with them. Amanda Engels, thank you for your kind donation. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. How does it get any better than this? How does it get any better than this? So Mary, it'd be sort of like hanging out with me. And we just sit next to each other. Maybe enjoy some tea or something. But just sit and be. That's where you can play with your angels if they've truly gone silent. Ha 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 ha. Crafty Garden. There's a farm in Vermont called Winging a Prayer. The farmer Tammy is an angel. Sadly, not near Dartmouth. See, Montalia, I would love to know if I will come out of this hard time I'm having. I am reluctant to be specific. I am just struggling. Thank you. See, Montalia, short-term, long-term, yes, and yes. There is no requirement. However, it is better if you settle into your heart, as if you pull out a chair, put the chair down in your chest in the center of your heart, and you sit there and just be. And I would do a visualization, see, Montalia, of sitting in your heart and having a circle of angels. Maybe it's even a circle of angels around you that have your back, and just be with that circle of angels, knowing they'll take care of you. The more that you spend time hanging with the angels, hanging at the highest level, and hanging in your heart, the better and easier things will go. Go. Can you please ask Michael later if we smell from incense? Is that a sign from angels? And what does this mean? Yes, absolutely. Angels will come to us in a variety of smells and a variety of ways to get our attention. However, our olfactory, our sense of smell, is more powerful than a sense of touch, than a sense of sight. Maybe it's because we could smell before we could do these other things. But it goes right viscerally into the nervous system. So angels can smell of perfume, they can smell of incense, they can smell of flowers. Do take note of it. Silver dragon. How can I raise my vibration? I don't feel anything. Just connect with your angels. Don't worry about feeling anything to begin with. Just be with your angels. For myself, one of my favorite exercises is just start massaging my chest by my heart. It can simply be imagining that the angels are speaking to you saying, it's okay, dear one. It's okay, it's okay, it's okay. I'd start there. Now, certainly, Silver Dragon, if we've been horrifically wounded, and I'm sure you have, please forgive me, it means that you may have been tremendously numbed up. Ask your angels to help crack you open slowly and safely. When we've been traumatized, particularly over a long period of time, it's sort of like frostbite. Freeze fast, thaw fast. Freeze slow, thaw slow. Allow it to go slowly at whatever pace it needs to be. And then use the different techniques or get a teacher or get a guide out there to help you. Mary, you're way too kind. I love you, Mary. I love you, Mary. I love you, Mary. How does it get any better than this? Thank you for your kind donation. Allow others to help. I want to say warm your heart, but it's not that your heart is not warm. It is that your heart is frozen. I'm going to use a term from Dr. Bradley Nelson, and I love his work with emotion code. I love him, love him, love him, love him, love him. There's something called a heart wall. Your heart has this giant, I want to say lead rather than cinder block wall to protect you. We can go to the angels to help open it up. We can also use techniques like this, like emotion code, to help open it up. But let's do it very slowly, Silver Dragon. And let's simply begin. This would be a fun exercise for tonight. Let's just start with, it's okay, it's okay, it's okay. And if you feel something fighting against you that's saying it's not okay, then love up even that. All right, let's go to Amanda. Do you think there are angels here for different tasks? Absolutely. Cooking, driving, traveling, all of it. Every single task you can think of, there's an angel for it. In fact, we have a show tomorrow night with, did I just put her book away? I did just put her book away. With Lorna Byrne, the lady who sees angels. How does it get any better than this? And she shares a story from her brother. During her childhood, her brother had passed away, I think before she was born. But he was a regular play pal for her growing up because she couldn't tell that he was on the other side of the veil. And he said, if you watch a snowstorm and you see all the different snowflakes coming down, that if you imagine that to be 1,000,000 angels, you wouldn't be wrong. And if you imagine that 1,000,000 angels could fit in your pocket, you wouldn't be wrong. That there is an angel for everything. And there are countless, an infinitude of angels around us at every moment, all willing to help us. And that's true. That's real. And so, Frida, Don, how does it get any better than this? Thank you so much, Frida. Big hugs, lots of love. Big hugs, Frida. So there are angels willing to help you for everything. All you need to do is ask. And you don't have to say, angel of driving, please help me. You can get in the car, go vroom, or press the button today, or in the Tesla, press the stalk today, nice and silent. And you can say, Thank you, angels, for taking care of me. Please, angels, take care of me. Or if Jessica goes out driving, and I don't think she's been driving on her own since she got pregnant, but I would just be sending all of these angels around her to protect her and keep her safe. Call in angels for anything and everything. Stephanie, how do you ask angels to manifest millions? The manifesting of millions is interesting, Stephanie. You can simply ask it. But the question is, why the millions? Is it millions for millions' sake? Or is it millions for your highest good and the highest good of all and in a specific area? I think I might sneeze here in a second, so forgive me. Excuse me. Excuse me again. Excuse me. Okay. And I'll put on my little space heater here. Angels want to help you for your highest good and the highest good of all with specificity. So if you want millions for millions' sake, could be rough. If you want millions because you can feel it, you can sense it, you have this pull on your heart for the millions, and you know that you're going to start a school with that millions, or you want to work on this global challenge with the millions, or because your family has been suffering for generations and is going to do such good with the millions. That's specificity, and that's energy. And that's like a square root. 2 times 2. Specificity and energy equals higher frequency when coupled with the angels. That's more like 2 times 2 times 2. I like playing with math because there's sacred geometry in it. Actually, I would go with more like 3 times 3 times 3. But if you did 2 times 2 times 2, that's 8. That's infinity. That's the number. That's manifestation. On my vehicle is woohoo 8. It's a practice of amplification with the angels for manifestation. So, do we know why? Do we know how that will feel? Does that pull on our hearts? Then let's go to the angels with that, always with that statement. For my highest good, the highest good of all, or something better. Go. Can Michael tell us how connection works between creator and angels and people? Do they have some special system for people? Go. I don't know the exact lattice work because I haven't played with that yet. I get downloads every single day. I am learning every single day. And it's something that I could put out there over time, though I like to allow them to teach me. I'm getting this kind of complete structure as much as I can from this human perspective of the universe. I haven't seen how the whole thing goes together. Excuse me. With that said, angels are on their own path, just as we are. Frida, is that a new donation? Frida, done. Oh my God, how does it get any better than this? How does it get any better than this? Big hugs, lots of love, Frida. Lots and lots and lots of love. Thank you. Angels are on their own path. So, angels are enlightened beings as compared to us. Enlightened means they see in the light. They can see everything that's going on around, but they are still on their own unique journey. Helping us is part of their own unique journey, which is why we don't want to keep angels on the unemployment line. We want to welcome them in because it helps them on their journey. So a lot of times I'm asked, Michael, how do I know I'm not being selfish with the angels? How do I know I'm not asking too much of the angels? You can't. They're sacred, enlightened beings. If they didn't want to help you, and they always do, they wouldn't help you. And if you're not feeling like you're getting help, it's not that they've said no. It's that there's a bigger picture game at play. It will take place. With that said, you're on the same path that angels are on, just at a slightly different frequency. This is important to understand. They're not at a higher level than you. Yeah, but they're closer to source, aren't they? In many ways, yes. In many ways, no. their own unique path, their own unique job. You're on your unique path right here in this physicality. They're on their own unique path on the energetic level. But the two of you do this beautiful Kundalini dance and embrace, helping each other to evolve. Here's where it gets really cool. And I'll take a few more questions till probably about 10:10, and then let's get into a meditation here. Here's where it gets really cool. Creator, source, universe, God, love, spirit, Allah, Jesus, Buddha, whatever we want to call, whatever is the word to you, that means this frequency or vibration, Akashic field of love that is everything. We'll call it creator at this point, since you use that term go-go, is also on his, her, their own path, also evolving, also expanding, also raising their vibration. If the all-knowing was truly, this is the paradox of spirituality, all-knowing, there's no point. No point in anything. That's why there are things like free will. That's why there's a school like the Earth School. That's why there are these beautiful challenges, so that all of us, whether it's a person, whether it's an angel, whether it's creator, him, her, their self, can also expand. We can just call it the field of love, is continuously expanding. Consciousness is always evolving, always spinning upwards, never contracting, never going down. Not on a micro level, not on a macro level, which means every single thing that's occurring to us is occurring through us and is occurring for us. Even if, in the moment, it feels like anything but that. But when we realize we're not just playing a global game, but we're playing a game of infinite lifetimes, then we begin to grasp it. Again, I never make light of loss. Loss is loss is loss. It hurts. It's real. And at the same time, we're reunited because we're playing a game of infinite lifetimes. So let's take a few more questions here. And, oh, Laura, thank you so much for your kind donation. Thank you so much for your kind donation. How does it get any better than this? How does it get any better than this? And I can't tell if a second donation came in from Mary and a second donation from Frida, the way the notes are, but thank you guys so much. Oh my God, lots and lots and lots and lots and lots of love. Okay, Sierra. Do you think I'll find a home for me to live in? A guarantee. Sierra, I want you to start playing the game of feeling what it would be like to live in this home. Feeling what it would be like to come home to this home. Feeling of what it would feel like to be grounded, to be rooted, to be someplace sacred and special. And then I would like you to play a game, which is every time you come to your temporary home or wherever it is, to maybe you've got your angel in the passenger seat, maybe in the bus seat next to you, maybe wherever. Bring your angel home with you. Say, thank you for this home. Hey, we're going home. How good does it feel to be home? Thank you, angels, for my home. And bring your best friend, your new BFF, your angel, home with you. In fact, let's call in your guardian angel, Sierra. We all have at least one guardian angel. Your guardian angel has been with you since the beginning of time. Call your guardian angel. Thank your guardian angel for your home. Thank you for this place of safety, for this place of security, for this place of shelter. And I want you to welcome them in and welcome them into your home each and every time you cross a threshold to wherever you're staying. And then when you go to bed at night, I'd like you to play this game again. Call in your guardian angel. Say, thank you for my home. Thank you for guiding me to my home. Thank you for directing me to my home. Thank you this evening for helping me take one more step to my home. And then conk out, go to sleep. You might keep a notepad handy by your side. If you do that, Sierra, I am absolutely sure and positive in this next year, if not much, much, much sooner than that, you will have a home. Because first you're rooting here, then you're rooting here. All right. Next, let us go to Linda. What do I think of oracle cards and angel cards? Love them. Different people will resonate with different cards better. In fact, if you had asked me at the beginning of the year, I had planned, meaning the universe had other plans. I was told and planned that I'd be making automatic writing angel cards this year. That did not happen. Maybe it will for next year. Excuse me. But there is a power, there is an energy to angel cards and oracle cards, and it allows your angels and guides an opportunity to reach you, an opportunity to speak with you through another channel. So I love them. Find which cards resonate with you the most. Kathy, will I ever be able to live a fulfilled life where I can achieve good things that I want? And what do I even want? So, Kathy, the second question is the more important question, because I guarantee you're going to be able to live a fulfilled life where you can achieve good things that I will want. The bigger question is, what makes your heart feel good, Kathy? We have to follow the pull and tug on our heart. That is our primacy. Our primary job here on earth is to follow that pull or tug on our heart. When we do that, everything else starts to become clear. So we have to, Kathy, retrain ourselves. What's pulling on my heart? What's tugging on my heart? What do I feel? That's the most important thing, Kathy. Sheila, my question is that we seem a lot like checking in with the Akashic Records, and I'm used to doing so. Is that the okay. My question is that automatic writing seems a lot like checking in with the Akashic Records. Whoa, my cursor just completely jumped. We seem a lot like is that automatic writing seems a lot like checking in with the Akashic Records, and I'm used to doing that. So would you comment? Akashic Records is like going to the Library of Congress, this giant library that has all of this information about your past life, your present life, your future life. But the Akashic Records, to me, is not so much of developing a relationship between you and your individual angels and guides. It's more like developing a relationship with the librarian. I want to develop a relationship with the person who's by my side, with the person who's got my back, the person who's by me each and every step of the way. So it's a lot more intimate going into automatic writing than simply checking in with the Akashic Masters. Although that's how I started down this road into automatic writing, was with the Akashic Masters. So it is a great place to start. Rue, do you need another treat, my boy? Let me give you another treat here. There you go, good boy. You're such a good boy. You're such a good boy. With solstice coming up, he's been going to sleep sooner and sooner and sleeping later and later. So this is actually his first class he's been up for in about a month. He is, I think, beside himself ready for bed. So we're going to go into one or two more questions. Then we're going to go into a meditation. Susan, what is next in my life? Love, Susan, but my guess is it's more of a self-love. It's more of a time of diving into your own heart, Susan. That's what I'm getting. Not a time of so much love to others, although that can be important. But it's how much can you dive into your own heart? Lee, could you tap into why a lady in my new building is at my new something is bullying me? Lee, I want you to send her love with everything that you've got. I want you to focus on her and send her as much love. You can put your hand on your heart and say, I send love, I send love, I send love. And then there's an exercise, Lee, I'd like you to do that is about healing yourself. Because ultimately, when we have somebody bullying us, there's inner healing to be done. It doesn't mean that we're bullying ourselves. It doesn't mean that we attracted this. Nothing can be further from the truth. But I want you to practice lead the prayer of Ho'oponopono. It's a Hawaiian healing prayer, and it's to you, for you, through you. People get a little confused in Ho'oponopono, and they think it's about I'm sending love to somebody else, I'm thanking somebody else, I'm healing somebody else. No, 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 no. This is about recognizing that you are me, Lee, and I am you. We are one. We are the unified field of consciousness. What does that mean? Well, if you go under a quantum microscope, so to speak, electron microscope at the very least, there's no separation between you and me. It doesn't exist. I don't think there is a quantum microscope, but you get what I'm saying. There's no separation between you and me. So there's a prayer I want you to say, 4 lines. First off, you take this woman, realizing she is a sacred being on her own sacred path, helping you on your sacred path. And you put her in, I like dropping her in through the top of my head, right down into my heart. And we say these 4 lines. You can say them in any order you want. I love you. You're saying it to yourself. I love you. Please forgive me. You're asking forgiveness of yourself, having nothing to do with her. I am sorry. You're apologizing to yourself for any way that you may have harmed yourself, having nothing to do with her. Thank you. Ultimate gratitude to and for yourself. So you drop her into your heart. You forget about her. I love you. Please forgive me. I am sorry. Thank you. I love you. Please forgive me. I am sorry. Thank you. I love you. Please forgive me. I am sorry. Thank you. That's where you want to play the game. Wow, we have at least 20, 30, close to, oh my gosh, I might be exaggerating, maybe close to 40 questions here, and I can only take 1 or 2 more. So let me go to toward the end here. Soul spas. Anyone that's exhausted by sending bullies love? So we're not sending bullies love. We're sending love to other expressions of ourselves. That's what we get to recognize, is if we recognize, connect with the angels, as I was mentioning earlier, that from a higher perspective, we are all one and we are all actors playing roles in the game of life, then we recognize that it's one hat that the bully is wearing this lifetime. It's a different hat another lifetime. And I guarantee, Soul Spa, that you have worn the hat of bully more times than you can count, because that hat has helped transform other people. Where we get stuck in human consciousness is labeling good, is labeling bad, is labeling anyone based on their current circumstances, based on your current circumstances, or based on the role that somebody is playing. That's the danger, because then we forget that this is a magnificent, infinite, divine game, that we are energetic beings having an energetic experience, and we instead think we're like rocks or stone or wood, which is not the case at all. In fact, the rock, stone, or wood aren't even the rock, stone, and wood. So the exhaustion of sending love to a bully is a story that we tell ourselves that forgets who and what we are. So I want you to go back to remembering who and what you truly are. All right. I think this is going to be the last question for the night. Well, Robin, it's a real question. Quick question. Can you channel negative energies through automatic writing? There are prayers that you do right in the beginning, so that no, you won't be channeling negative energy. You're channeling only energy at the highest level. Alex, what do you think of transgender? Love everyone, love everyone, love everyone, love everyone, love everyone. Period, 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 period. I love you, I love you, I love you, I love you, I love you. I too mean this. It's all energy. We're all energy having a experience, an energetic experience in human form. Period. Oh. Okay, last question. Jeannie, if I want to ask for help for my son to be guided in the decision of his life, would I ask my angels for him, or can I ask his angels for him? A brilliant question, Jeannie. And this one I talked with Lorna Byrne, who's on tomorrow night. You got to catch Lorna Byrne's show. And at the end of the day, we can ask both. We can ask our angels to help support our children. We can ask our children's angels. What we, I don't know if don't want to do is the right term, but I'll use it. Now let's phrase it as a positive. Ask the angels, period. Done deal. Ask the angels for support. Ask the angels for love. I hear somewhere in the back of my head that people have this idea or have been taught by teachers that somehow you are not allowed to interfere and you are not allowed to pray for somebody else, and you're certainly not allowed to call in angels for somebody else. My opinion, hogwash. Ask and pray for others with everything you've got. Our most important job is to raise consciousness, raise the vibration, elevate everyone, because we are all one. And so the more that you call on assistance for another, the more that you send love to another, the more that you aid another in any way possible, especially by going to the angels, it helps everyone. Everyone, everyone, everyone. So with that said, I want us to dive into a meditation here. And I guess I should say first, thank you for joining us. Be sure to share, be sure to subscribe. We have our School of Mystics every Wednesday night, or 4 Wednesdays a month. And you can go, Tanya will put the link there. Thank you, Tanya, for running everything. Thank you, Tanya. Thank you, Carol. Thank you, Aya. Thank you to everybody on the Dream Team. Thank you, Bhavik. Thank you, Anis. Thank you, Carol. Thank you, everyone. But you can go and join us for our School of Mystics class Wednesday night. Incredibly profound. Others can share what it's like. If you click the join button down below, we have our Mystic Circle where we have lots of behind the scenes videos and other great stuff for you. Videos, photos, stories, learnings, teachings. And you can click that join link below and you can get that. Of course, it's the automatic writing course, but share. This is the time of year of sharing. We need this. We need to connect with the angels with everything we've got now more than ever. And so if you enjoy this, if you found it beneficial, share this with somebody else. Say, I think you might get something out of it. Don't force this or anything on anyone. But if you feel somebody may find value in this, share this with them. That's really the best thing that you can do. So with that said, let's go into a beautiful, loving meditation of, I'm going to call this the It's Okay. It's okay. You're okay. I'm okay. Rue is okay. Meditation. The It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. So I want you to just simply be with your chair for a minute. Get comfortable with your chair. Feel your butt on your chair. Feel your feet on the floor. Your arms by your side or on your desk. Feel your shoulders beginning to relax. You can even imagine that an angel is the most amazing masseur and is just massaging into your shoulders. Whew! How does it get any better than this? I want you to relax into all of it. I want you to breathe in through your nose, down to the belly, and out through the nose. In and out. In and out. As you continue to breathe in and out, imagine that we're in the most beautiful, loving prayer circle that has ever existed since the beginning of time. In the next couple days, 10, 20, maybe 40,000 people will have watched this. And imagine us all, 10, 20, 40,000, maybe 50,000 people, all in this giant circle together, hand in hand. Maybe it'll even be 100,000 people. And we're all breathing in together and out together. In and out. As you continue to breathe in and out, I want you to feel this energy pulsating in your heart. In fact, you can put your hands in your heart and feel yourself breathing into your heart with all this amazing goodness, and out through your heart. Amazing goodness. Into your heart, amazing goodness. And out, even more amazing goodness still. In, I like tapping on my heart, and out. In, let's get a big smile going. And out. Feel the warmth and love of everybody here tonight. In and out. And now, as you keep breathing in and out, imagine that we have just called in not 1,000, not 100,000, but 1,000,000 angels to surround us. That's if we get 100,000 people in this circle together. That's 10 angels for each one of us. If it's 10,000 people, that's 100 angels here. Of course, there's an amplification. The more that we have here, the more angels will come in. So call in these angels. Come here, angels. I call you in. I call you in. And imagine that the angels have your back. Imagine that the angels are spreading their wings over you and are almost, I want to say coddling. What I mean by that is almost as if you would hold a baby in your arms. They have you in their wings. They're here to protect you. They're here to keep you safe. And in the most beautiful, loving way, they won't let go. They have such love for you. They have such beauty. They have such peace in their hearts. And they want to imbue all of it upon you. They're saying right now, if only you would stop trying so hard. You try too hard, dear ones. You try too hard from the head. You try too hard to push. You try too hard to strive. You try too hard to drive. Instead, dear ones, simply be with us here tonight. Feel us at your backs. Feel us by your sides. And feel your heart begin to thaw, unlock, and open. And perhaps even feel incredible joy as we warm you up and protect you with everything we've got. You are capable of such love, dear ones, such magnificence, such joy. Simply do not go it alone. Call on us to be by your side. Call on us to protect you. Call on us to keep you safe. Call on us every time you can or feel called. The human journey is a lonely one, dear one. If you believe what you've been taught, that it's you against nature, that it's you against the universe, that it's you against anyone or anything, for it is not so. You are never alone, and you were never alone since the beginning of time. There's a collective amnesia that has fallen over you, dear one, that says you are alone, that says it is a cold, cruel world. that says that you must work hard and you must get yours before somebody else gets theirs. That is not a universe of pure love. That is not a high vibration universe. That is chaos and disorder. And yet the universe seeks higher and higher levels of order, as do you. So simply get in the elevator. Beautiful glass elevator, brass or gold all around. Press the highest level button you can and call on us, dear one, any and every time to help get you there. Call on us for help with your job, for help with your health, for help in times of catastrophe, like the tornadoes or any other event that has taken place. Ask us to send love. Ask us to send healing. Ask us to send peace. You are capable of such great power when you couple it with the angels. So please, dear ones, call on us any and every chance you can. Can you pray for everyone at every street corner? Absolutely. Everyone in line in front of you? Absolutely. Everyone who's cut you off now or forever? Absolutely. This is your greatest job. This is your greatest challenge. To be the love, to be the light, and to call us in to help amplify and ascend your energy with everything that you've got. And so now, dear one, I'd like you to just take a minute to imagine that we're just holding you individually. One angel coupled by other angels, coupled by more angels, in this giant angelic circle surrounding you. And for this next minute, we want you to just take in all of our love. That's it, dear ones. Feel the warmth, feel the support, and feel the love. And know that you can call on us any time you desire for any and everything. And yes, we hear your prayers for all those in need tonight, whether that's your family, your friends, people with the tornadoes, people with all different crises all around the world, people with COVID. We hear your prayers and we will help. Your job, simply come to us, and come to us some more. And we will help raise your energy to a level beyond which you could never have even imagined. We send love, we send love, we send love. Thank you, angels. Thank you, guides. Thank you, angels. Thank you, guides. Thank you, angels. Thank you, guides. Thank you so much for joining us here tonight. I want to wish you the most beautiful evening ahead. Thank you, Tanya. You're a rock star. Thank you, Annis. Thank you, Carol. Thank you, Aya. Thank you, everybody in the Dream Team, Thank you, Rue. I have got to get Rue to sleep here. Thank you, Jessica. Thank you to everyone. You guys rock. You guys are awesome. You guys are the best. Come join us tomorrow night for Lorna Byrne. Come join us Thursday night as well. And then I will see you again on Monday. But of course, join us for the School of Mystics. Oh my God, is that the energy shift of energy shifts with all of your like-minded homies? You can click that join button down below, subscribe, share. And if you know someone who knows someone who knows someone in that New Hampshire, Vermont area by Dartmouth, Hitchcock, send their love our way. Love you guys so much. Keep on shining bright. How does it get any better than this? How does it get any better than this? Love you guys. Good night, everyone. Doesn't Rue look cool? Aww. Night, everybody. Yeah, he was just flapping up a storm there. Good night.